One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Down the sideline he goes, and finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on the opening drive of this NFC title game. A great run here in the first, and I think we know one guy who wants a trip to that Super Bowl.
And the way his team is reacting, the way they're blocking for him, they want to go along with him, don't they?
Absolutely. And running with power here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's gone. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions have struck first in this NFC title game. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. But they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Hurts. This is caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. 7-7, our score after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Great, set.
Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That is caught by Laporta. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's Williams on the catch. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 7. Goff. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Here's a 2nd and 5. Another run for Gibbs here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Gibbs diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So they've been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field. And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. A first down carry for Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw on third and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got 6. Running the quick slant here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Goff. That one let go deep for Laporta. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Now back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go again with Gibbs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Goff now to throw. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
This to Laporta, right side.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Lions have taken the lead here, this NFC Championship game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle 1st down.
No, don't touch.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
No, touch.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
No, touch.
2nd and 7.
No, touch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Miami.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Great, set. No, touch.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete. Smith has it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
No touch.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
No touch that. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic.
What? What's that?
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Play action. It's Goff. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Give that sack to the Kobe Dean. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
Well, the defense circling now, 4th down and 7.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Great, set.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
73.
He's back to throw.
That one complete down the field to Smith. There he goes again. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
What a pickup there, and maybe most importantly, he's able to get out of bounds and save their final timeout. So just a breakdown defensively. You've got to find a way to make that tackle in the field of play.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
63, back.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Escapes the defender.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's Goff and the Lions.
Down 31-28. A little under 30 seconds remaining. A field goal sends this championship game to overtime as they've got a 1st and 10. Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now it's Goff. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down.
Now Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Goff now to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship for Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and